Hi guys, another bit of a tech video for you. This was the second wind generator I brought, or wind turbine. It was a Viva 12 volt and it was 300 watts I think it was. Have a look at that. This one was actually the first wind turbine I brought, but it had one of those curling tails on them. It's so annoying. It might be alright for high winds, places with high winds, but for my low winds it was really annoying. So I ended up bodging it with some hose clamps, anything to get the tail to be straight. When I had this up to not long ago actually, but it would have, I think it was like cogging or something. It wouldn't go with all the others, but when it did go, it would like outperform all the others. I had another problem with it. The thing inside that they use instead of a slip ring actually burnt out, and the wires actually twisted, so I had to buy another, I can't think what it's called, it's like a slip ring, and change it. And when I brought it, it was 24 volt DC, so it just had like a small bridge rectifier in it to turn it into DC. So I turned it back to AC because AC is better to run through long cables. Oh yeah, this one's a 6 blade too, and you can see it's got the scoops near the hub for low winds, which is really good. It had small tips on it too, so it would make some noise when it started for sure. Remember these other blades I said that were great, and I was looking at making a three blade out of it, because I broke one when it nicked the pole. Well, it was actually off the Viva, so the Viva come with really good blades, but yeah, with it only, it has really good wiring and everything, but it was 12 volts, so, and only 300 watts. So what I've tried to do, I've tried to make something out of it. So that's actually the Viva's body, and that's the tail pole is the Viva. And I don't know whether you've seen these, you can get these from China, and they're like all-in-one generators. They have them for like water generators, wind power, that type of thing. And I tell you, they come with really big magnets, and they're really good. So I was thinking of attaching that on the front of this Viva's body to make a whole different wind turbine. And you notice this over big tail. You might wonder where that come from, but out of all the small wind turbines that I had, I actually did have a big one. I did actually have a bigger one. There's the pole which goes for the tail, and you might wonder why I didn't use it. It was because it was just too damn heavy. Like, it weighs heaps. It must have massive magnets and heaps of copper. I think it's like, when I brought it, it was $400 and something. This was like early on when they first come out from China, and so it was tagged as 900 watts, but I don't know, I think it might be more than that. And you might wonder why it's sitting on this this outdoor gas heater. but I actually was looking at turning it into a water generator. I don't know if you can see the wheel inside there. Oh, I don't want this thing to fall over. Damn it. The camera work. So if you look up there, you'll see there's a Pelton wheel. So this is what I was going to do with it. I had like hose jets shoot in the holes here. There's like 4 of them around, and I used to have this sitting in a pool where I'd just do testing, but I'll get back into doing that if the council shut down my wind. But yeah, I did have a big wind generator. It's just, and it has massive blades too. Where are we up to? So these were some I brought, and I don't know whether you've seen, sometimes on eBay they're wind turbines for $150, and basically I think they're like factory rejects. They come with really small magnets. Look at that, there's my finger. It's like baby magnets. You know, they spin it like hardly any wind, but they, you know, they had them saying that they'll, I think they were especially 12 volts, 3,000 watts, but best I've seen at them was 50 watts. You can see, you know, I had them up and going because they've got all the plugs on them. And the other thing was the wiring. The wiring was a mess. There were like wires touching the magnets, and I tried to use them, like put some cable ties on them and try and sort them out, but I don't know whether you can see there, there's some, yeah, it might focus. See, there's some loose wires there. Yes. Oh, it's crazy. Oh, and the water got in that one, that's why it's a bit rusty. Again, this one, it's little magnets. Yeah, we're losing the light here, but it had bad wiring too. Yeah, so that's so I don't know if you've been keeping count, but I've got 10 wind generators up working, so that'd make 11, that'd make 12, that'd make 13, that'd make 14, and that'd make 15 wind generators, but most of them were just mistakes, and I just learnt as I went along. So hopefully I can pass a bit of that information on to you guys. Yeah, so sorry I haven't got around to doing the battery video yet, but they're there waiting. Okay guys, I hope this was helpful, and hopefully YouTube will choose a good thumbnail. Okay guys, catch you later.